Hi, and welcome back to Cue the Confetti Vlogmas. Gentry, where are we?
Starbucks.
We are at Starbucks, and we've just gotten we were gonna go have a good breakfast, but all the wait lines were ridiculous, and so we decided to stop at Starbucks. We started our day this morning by going where? The Cowboy Christmas parade at the Stockyards. And how was it, Gentry? Yeah, we actually left early. Cowboys can be rude, I guess. I always thought cowboys were supposed to be polite. We couldn't. We actually were like in front, and we had 6-foot cowboys push us out of the way. And well, you'll see the video here. I had to kind of video between them. So yeah, so that's what we saw at the Cowboy Christmas parade, and we decided to go ahead and leave because we have more adventures to do all day long, all weekend long. So we're headed to the Cowboy Museum. It's one of our favorite museums, and they have a lot of activities going on there. So are you ready to go? Tell them what you got at Starbucks.
I have a vanilla bean.
And
An iced lemon cake.
An iced lemon cake. What's in there?
Whoa.
Iced lemon loaf. And then I got a peppermint mocha, which was like old school, back in the day, order. And hold on, let me zoom out. And a Impossible breakfast sandwich, which is right here. I do like these. They're all right. So we'll see you at the Cowboy Museum. Cowboy Santa's here. Okay, let's go. Let's go in here. Good. Excuse me. Right. Over here. What?
I saw there's cookie decorations.
Yum. Do you want to do that? You want to come down there where nobody's at down there? Actually, they're going down there. You want to do the cookie decorating? basic
What color, sweetheart?
color. Ooh, all different colors.
We got blue, red, yellow, green.
So would you like to make a pine cone bird feeder?
Yeah.
Pick your pine cone. Gorgeous choice. And so what we're going to do is we're going to smush it into the shortening. Shortening is something we use to cook with. Like cookies. Perfect. Okay, so in this one, you can roll it around, you can use your hands, or you can use your spoon, whatever seems most fun to you. Nice. Ooh, yeah.
We'll stick it in our front yard.
Absolutely, right? And then when you hang it in your tree, you'll get birds, probably squirrels. Hi, guys.
Oh, smells so good.
I know, it does.
Okay, what we're going to do is make an ornament like what this looks like.
Yep.
So what you're going to do is...
Ready to move on.
Okay, what you're going to do is take the toothpick and then just poke a hole in it, pull it out, and stick a clove in. And then you can do it any way you want to. Okay? And then when it's through with this end, or you can hang it on your Christmas tree and it'll smell really good. So just put it anywhere.
Do you know I used to go on camping treks up there? Spent a lot of time in Yellowstone.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Have you ever been to Yellowstone? Old Faithful goes off. It's beautiful. The elk and the buffalo still roam. And you can see grizzly bears in Yellowstone. And I've even watched the wolves play. Do you know what an elk says? The bull elk in September, they go into rut the last full moon of September. And this is a noise they make. They have two teeth. The only North American big game animal that has ivory in it naturally. He blows air across those and uses his windpipe music. And then I went to Africa in '09 on a big tusker. He was swinging his trunk, and all of a sudden he goes, and my guide, you know what my guide told me? He says, for the sake of God, man, put your gun down. That's a big tusker.
What do you think about that?
I helped collect specimens for all the museums of natural history in the United States. It was a lot of fun, but it was hard work.
I am Stagecoach Mary. Come see me. This is some of the things that I had got on my journey. I was the first female this side of the Mississippi in the Old West who carried mail. You know what this is?
What does that look like? Then what does it say?
Yes, because only really, really hot-to-touchy people have one.
I was going to say, that's very fancy.
Yes, but while I was riding the stagecoach, I had these hotty-totty ladies, and they thought they was going to take this out into the Montana wilderness with them. Well, they went out there, a bear got them, and they come running out of there and screaming and hollering. Well, they forgot this, so on my way back from St. Peter's, I kind of picked it up, and now I have a nice warm place to go when I gotta go.
Pretty cool, huh?
It's called the passing of the generation. Don't touch it.
Let's look. What's the question in here?
I invented the sport of steer wrestling, better known as bulldogging.
Bulldogging, steer wrestling.
Bulldogging is the question you want to put there. And I did it most unusually. You know what I did? I bit the bull on the nose, and he stood still.
What do you think about that?
See, now if you look over there in this case, you can see a picture of me biting him on the nose.
Oh.
And there he is, right in the middle.
Whoa.
And people didn't believe that, so the Miller Brothers up in their Punk City had a Wild West show, and they hired me, and I toured the United States and the world, showing people that unusual sport of bulldogging.
That's pretty brave.
Yeah.
Get close
I don't know, he's sort of brave and sort of crazy.
A little bit.
See Chisholm.
Traded buffalo hides across the plains on his wagon. Chisholm and others traveled from Kansas to Texas so many times that the wagons carved deep ruts in the prairie and created the
Chisholm Trail. Famous cattle trails named after Jesse Chisholm. From 1866 to 1875, almost a few hundred years ago. All these little trails here, these are all cattle trails they drove cattle up across the country because there wasn't any roads, there was no trucks, nothing to carry them. Only railroads come for a certain distance. So the Chisholm Trail started here way down south here in Texas, and it followed up and it come through, and this is Oklahoma, and we're in central part of Oklahoma, so right around Yukon and El Reno and Duncan in Oklahoma, that's where this cattle trail come through, and it stopped in Abilene. Abilene had railroads there, so they would walk the cows, and it took like 90 days to 120 days, almost a half a year. Because it went the wrong way.
Oh, what's the question? And what's the question? Oh, I think the U.S. Marshal's over there by the jail. Miss Lupa, that's the school mom. She wants to talk to you.
I know it's Saturday, but would you like to go to school for just seeing here?
Yes, ma'am. He was the former enslaved person who became a U.S. Marshal working in Indian Territory. He was said to have arrested over blank men and women who broke federal laws in Indian Territory.
The answer to that question is 3,000 people.
That's a lot of people.
3,000. I was fighting during the Civil War with my enslaver. They fought for the South, yes ma'am. And it was the Reeves, George Reeves. Long story short, we were playing a card game. And the stakes were, I was playing for my freedom. And I won. And George says, no, I was just joking. So I said, well, I think you need to honor your word. And I got into a fight. And once I hit you, it was like a death sentence. So I ran away into the Indian Territory. I learned to speak the Indian languages.
poster?
Say yes.
All right. So
We
we're gonna
are,
take
Eric.
this piece of blank paper. We're gonna line it up real nice. See how I have these tapes right here? It's called your registration marks. And you line it up so that your poster comes out real nice. About right there. We're gonna bring this down. Oh, sorry. And then you see all this ink that we have in here? We're about to push it down onto the paper. You ready? You can help me. You can grab half of that. And we're gonna push it. Ooh, took this back a little bit.
Hey, it's red on red.
Yeah. And then if you can't reach all the way up there, it's fine. You can just let it go and I'll finish pushing for you.
Your hair is definitely getting in it. Why don't you put your hair in the back behind you?
1, 2, 3. All right. And then
it's probably been about 30 seconds.
Okay, wonderful. So let's go ahead and put it down on the board. And you might want to roll up your sleeves a little bit.
She's lining it up. I like the way.
So, let us print. You're going to take that side, okay? Let me make sure you got it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, great. You can let go now, and I'll take it from here. I'm just going to clean it up and flood it so it's ready for the next person. And pull this screen up, and here's your poster.
What do you
It has
say?
to dry for about 30 seconds, okay?
What do you say?
You're very
Thank
welcome.
you. That's really cool.
Awesome. Now you can tell everybody that you're a screen printer.
What do you hear? Interesting. What is that sound? What color?
There you go. All right, and then when you've got all your letters, you just got one. Oh, you got it. So basically, you just unscramble the letters and list whatever word it's spelled out to be.
Awesome. Thank you.
Gentry successfully unscrambled the letters, and we turned it in to get a snowflake necklace. We had a wonderful time at the Cowboy Museum, as always. You only saw a fraction of the things that we saw, and we only saw a fraction of the things that are offered at the museum. It really is an amazing museum. As always, we appreciate you watching this. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to celebrate today.